Hey, beautiful people. My name's Kristen. Thank you for spending time with me today. I just kind of wanted to get a chance to vlog just a little bit about current events, what's going on, maybe share a little bit more about myself that I don't normally, just to put things in context, because my overall message that I guess I'm inspired to make this particular video is just to let you know that it is okay to not be okay sometimes. And when we are going through something like we are going through right now, it does not matter who you are or what your context is. There are losses and there is a grief process right now, and we need to recognize that and be mindful of that and adjust to that. I know some of my backstory is that I am a lymphoma cancer survivor. I just went through a lot of thyroid issues and trying to get my body re-regulated to be telling my body to do the things it's supposed to be doing. And I sprained my ankle real bad even 3 months ago. And so I'm just real aware of my body and my physical limitations. And so I'm trying to be extra mindful during that time. And I really appreciate others who are looking out for other people who are even more at risk than I am, and I in turn try to look out for people who are more at risk than I am. And so there has to be this community pull of trying to look out for people and trying to take care of our own selves, because nobody is exempt from going through this as a hard time right now. And I have also been a youth pastor, youth director. I am not officially ordained, but I am certified in the Methodist Church and have been doing this for 27 years, working with teenagers. And there is a lot of fun and a lot of joy and a lot of blessings and lessons, but there's some drama, right? And there is some angst, and it's just a beautiful time of life that I kind of feel like I get to be suspended in, kind of wrestling with right and wrong in life lessons and transitioning into adulthood and all those kind of wonderful things. And I am also on my third marriage. I have done a lot of living in relationships, right? A lot of struggles. And so out of some of that loss and pain and life experiences, I was led to start a divorce care support group that I have been running for the past 3 years. And so I get the opportunity to help facilitate and walk with a lot of people who are going through a lot in their lives. And one of my very favorite things in all of this, right, is this awareness that it is okay to sometimes not be okay. There is a season and a purpose to mourning our losses and to recognizing something that has been missed, even if it's something little. Like I was looking forward to my haircut and I canceled my hair appointment because they said for 2 weeks we were encouraged to social distance. And so I thought I was giving it up for 2 weeks, not for 3.5 months. And that's such a little thing, but it's a loss. Obviously, there's personally a lot of losses. As I said, I work with teenagers. We've had to cancel a lot of our summer trips, all of our fundraisers, those kind of things. And those are hugely important to me. And that's okay. It's okay to take some time and be sad or even a little depressed about those things, and then to release them in a healthy way and go on. If it's being at homes with our kids and having to change our lifestyle and having to work from home, or maybe we've lost our job because of this. Maybe we have lost even a sense of our security. Maybe it is we've wrestled with our health itself. If we are on the front lines as a healthcare worker, it's really obvious, right? All the tremendous pressure and losses and challenges that are asked of us. And so I would caution us to be too quick to discount the anxiety of just being at home and saying, well, I shouldn't even be anxious because somebody else has it worse. Somebody will always have it worse. No matter what the circumstance, it can get worse. And that's not the point. See, that's misleading. We should go ahead and acknowledge our own losses, our own grief process, our own whatever we're going through, because the sooner we do that, it's really not selfish, because the sooner we do it is we're in a good place, right? Where we can then in turn help somebody else. And see, normally in the grief process, like in the divorce situation, say, somebody else is not going through divorce, and they can love on you and help you and give you some encouragement and maybe bring you a meal or whatever to help through that time, right? But when the whole world is in a pandemic, that's a bigger problem. We have to recognize that maybe it's day by day or maybe even hour by hour that we have to say, okay, I'm in a good place, I'm going to help this person. Okay, I'm in a weak place, let me allow this other person to speak into my life and to minister to me, right? And so whatever your situation is, whatever is causing you the fear, the anxiety, the emotion, it's okay that you have experienced that because there's a reason. It's not just in our head and we're crazy, right? We're not just being over dramatic. We are going through something really real, and we need to find somebody we can share that with, find a journaling outlet, find a creative painting outlet, run around the block if that is in our ability to do, you know, find something to release that and to express that and to not just bottle it up, but to let it out and let it out in a healthy way. And then we can be there and really, really understand is the beautiful thing, right? We can understand and appreciate what someone else is going for. And let's be careful not to judge one another or to compare one another, because that's not the point. The point is that we are all going through a lot of loss and a lot of change and a lot of drama and a lot of stress right now. And grace and peace and love are still the answers. And we have to take a deep breath and just be. It's okay to be in that place where it's unsettled and it's unknown. And it is not going to last. This is a season. We are going to make it through it. We need to make the best choices that we can. And what's really kind of also helpful is to think about now what's in my control and what's really not in my control. Okay? Step out of the fear and then look at what can I control? What can I do? How can I help my environment, prepare for the future, find the resource that I need, get all settled or adjusted? Because then when we get there, we can do the next even healthier step, which is look around and say, now how can I support someone else? How can I get something else? Does my neighbor have what they need? I've got to go for that essential thing. Can I get somebody else something? And this is where community and the love and the peace starts to really pay off, right? And so I don't know where you're at, but our creator, your creator knows. And during this time, my personal belief system is to offer up that prayer to that creator, whatever it is for you, whether it's energy force inside yourself or whatever you need, you find that. Allow yourself to grieve, and then you can take the next step, one thing at a time, maybe only 1 minute, minute to minute, but we are going to get through this. And I just really felt like I wanted to come on, just share just a little bit. You know, it's again been a wrestling struggle trying to adjust to working from home for me, but I'm also then take time once I've gone through that grief process to go, wow, you know, I get to be one of the ones that gets to stay at home and try to support other people, try to do my part. And then what else can I do? I wish I could sew, y'all. I wish I could make some of the masks. I'm really, sometimes, you know, struggle with the envy and jealousy of trying to, wanting to do some of these other things. So whatever it is that you can do, you find that outlet. Even if it's something little, like my neighborhood kids that go on a walk like to do the bear hunt. And so we put teddy bears in our windows, and just that simple act of humanity, right, of connecting, of trying to make things just a little easier in this time, the sidewalk chalk, the sending a card to somebody else, you know, whatever it is. If you have an idea of how to pass it on or how things have been passed on these days, or if you need some encouragement or you just need to vent, I'm going to leave my email. It's momentsofsanctuary@gmail.com. You just send it on to me. There are a lot of support groups, websites, information out there. Do not spend your whole day going into the news and the media and dwelling on this, because there's only so much we can control, and the rest we got to let go and realize we're going to get through this. Amen. Y'all are my people. I appreciate you spending some time with me. I hope that this has encouraged you and maybe taken just a little guilt off. I think in our culture and society, we feel like it's not okay to not be okay, that we have to have it all together, that everything has to be fine and good, and that we shouldn't complain because this person has it so much better. Just allow ourselves to say, this really sucks. This just really, really is horrible. It's okay to cry, to scream, to go do whatever we need to do, and to turn everything off and do whatever else brings us joy and gets us centered again. That's okay. Y'all, please be safe. Please be smart. Please be kind to others around you. Be patient. Know that we are all a little down and a little tired. Please be kind to yourself. You are beautiful. Thanks, y'all. Blessings.